Democrats are secretly wishing they were not stuck with Joe Biden as their frontrunner for president. The left is desperate to bury one truth about the former vice president. But those hopes were foiled when Trey Gowdy let the cat out of the bag on the secret that will ruin Joe Biden. In 2016, the Democrat Party rigged the presidential primary against Bernie Sanders. The establishment stacked the deck against Sanders again in 2020, but this time the party elites pulled their power play out in the open when Democrat big shots exerted behind-the-scenes pressure to force Pete Buttigieg and Amy Klobuchar out of the race and then coalesce around Biden. This led to a Biden rout on Super Tuesday, but on Fox News, Trey Gowdy pointed out this effort could end up hurting the Democrats in the long run because Sanders supporters would turn their backs on Biden in a general election.
I can tell you 2016 had Marco and Ted coalesced and tried to defeat Donald Trump. Neither one of them would have won because Trump supporters were not going to back them in November. I do wonder whether Bernie supporters will be enthusiastic about an octogenarian named Biden come November.
Gowdy also took aim at the myth of Biden the moderate.
I think two things. I think he is benefiting right now because he's considered a moderate, but so would the rest of the universe compared to Bernie Sanders. But I can tell you, folks in South Carolina, don't think of Joe Biden as being moderate. He's a liberal Democrat, except when you compare him to Bernie Sanders.
Biden supports banning and confiscating certain types of firearms, raising taxes by $4 trillion, Soviet-style plans to put the government in charge of the economy to tackle so-called climate change, as well as open borders. But Gowdy also poked at Biden's biggest election vulnerability, his cognitive decline.
Now, how will he do as a candidate? I mean, Martha, watching him makes me as nervous as watching Lindsey Graham in a spelling bee. I mean, I am terrified watching him. It's just,
you had to throw
it's nerve-wracking.
Democrats know about Biden's diminished mental capacity and a left-wing record. However, the party establishment believed Biden was a less risky roll of the dice than the openly socialist Sanders. That does not mean Biden is a slam-dunk winner. To the contrary, as Gowdy detailed, Biden is a seriously flawed candidate that would enter a matchup with Donald Trump as an underdog. If you were sick and tired of all the fake news from the so-called mainstream media and want real news that you can trust, please hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel.